guys, welcome back to my channel, to another vlog this week. It's Wednesday today, and it's not a review or a haul. It's one of those. I just wanted to have a little bit of a chit chat with you guys and just to check up on everyone, how they are, and like how things going with you guys. So today's vlog really is about, it's a little bit one that's kind of like serious for me, and I just thought, why not do a vlog about this, because somebody might be thinking the same thing or going through what we're going to talk about today. So yeah, basically it's something that you're seeing around, and it's been going on for a very long time now, this lockdown situation. But I wanted to touch obviously on the mental state of how people are doing like mentally during this lockdown, because it's something that some people, obviously I chat with different friends in South Africa, in America, all over Europe, and obviously here in the UK. For those who don't know, guys, I'm based in Wales, but I was born in South Africa and grew up there, and I've lived in America, and now I live in the UK. To be specific, I live in Wales. And it's been obviously about maybe 2 or 3 weeks now, we've gone back into lockdown, because what the government is doing now in the UK, I'm sure you're seeing it on the news, like if you are in South Africa, they bringing back the lockdown. We went on to a national lockdown for a very long time. I can't even remember how long we were in lockdown for. And then we were sort of like almost like let loose, and then they decided no, infections rates were going up again, so they're now doing almost like city lockdowns, or counties, if you want to call them counties. So yeah, we are in lockdown as I speak. Obviously kids are still in school, and you're only allowed to go to work, or basically they say don't travel if it's not essential. So going back to what I want to talk about today, really it's the mental state, because there's a lot that's sort of like going on that people are not talking about. Obviously people think mental health, it's only for those people affected by mental health, but unfortunately with this corona, or with this lockdown, a lot of people have been going through a lot of things, like people are losing their jobs, people are being lonely because family can't even come and see you, or friends. And truth be told, if you are living your life like that, it's gotta play in your mind, it's gotta play havoc in your mind, which is why people need to take this seriously and realize that actually mental health is not just for the people that are suffering from mental health issues. Even if you think you're normal, because of what's happening with this lockdown, you can actually go through the mental mental health problems, and go through depression, and there's loads. For me, in a way, I went through like a phase where I was like, you know what, I think I took a break from YouTube for a good 4 months during the lockdown, because I was like, you know what, you gotta protect your mental health. I think the last video I posted was in April, and I didn't post anything until about 4 weeks ago. So that was a good 3-4 months break. It's a decision that I took, and I was like, to guard myself, like my mental health, let me just make sure that I'm not doing too much, because yes, I was active on my Instagram, posting probably daily, but I had to do everything in a limit, and it did help me. So yourself, what works for you, what will protect you from different things. And for me, that was one of the reasons, because I was like, it's just too much. And for those who obviously vlog like myself, or who are sort of like, we called ourselves content creators, it's almost like having a second job, because you got to make sure that you've got a video ready, for the following week. Sometimes if you are busy, because not all of us are able to do this full time, and to do it full time, you got to make sure you're bringing enough money to be able to pay your bills, and to have a roof over your head, and that's such a thing. And for me, creating videos like the vlogs and my blog as well, and Instagram, is all for fun. I do it because I enjoy it. Would I like it one day to be one of the things that I do full time? Of course, yes, because that means it will give me time to spend with my kids at home, to be able to drop them, pick them up every day, to make sure that I cook meals every day. But unfortunately, at this point, I don't have the luxury to do that. So I had to make a decision that, okay, what do you cut? What do you focus on? And I chose to take a little bit break on social media and doing videos, and just focus on Instagram, because Instagram is more doable. You just take a picture and then you post and you write whatever caption and it's done. Whereas with YouTube, you gotta shoot the content, you gotta edit the content, you gotta do all sorts of things. You almost become like a one-man band. You sit here, you shoot the video, it's an hour long, and you're like, no, it's too long, I want to cut it to 20 minutes. Then you got to do all the magic stuff behind the scenes, and then before you post it. So it's almost like a second job. And I could not afford to put myself through that, like worrying about, oh my God, what am I going to shoot this week? What am I going to talk about? What, you know what I mean? On top of that, I have to be quite sensitive for other people. I know, obviously, during lockdown, a lot of people sort of like took time. Yes, some of people were on furlough. Basically, if you are in the UK, you know what furlough is, but if you don't, the government was paying people that were sort of like laid down from work, hospitality industry that had to shut, the pubs, different sectors. So the government, I believe, was paying 80% of their wages, like, to be home. So people had time to watch the videos, but I was like, I can't be sitting here talking about, oh, look at the new phone that I bought, or talk about a new bag that I've purchased, or talk about anything when somebody's stressing or worrying about, I might not have a job tomorrow, or, you know what I mean? There was a lot going on. So for me, it was an easy decision and an easy choice to say, you know what, YouTube can take a stand, and just to protect, obviously, my mental health and those obviously around me. But going back to obviously what we're talking about, which is the mental health sort of like topic, especially as women, we are known like we're strong, and we take a lot, we're multitaskers, and some people don't know when to ask for help, or don't even say when they're struggling, because it is a lot going on with this lockdown. Like I said, you're worrying about when is your sort of like you're gonna have the, are you going to be able to pay your rent? Are you going to be able to have your job like next week or next month? Or is a lot going on. On top of that, we're raising kids. So it turns out that some people, even though they were going through all that stress, they were not saying anything, which then leads to depression. And I was reading a lot online. It almost like the rates for people trying to commit suicide sort of like went a little bit up during this time, because people were not talking. So make sure that, obviously, as tough as it is during this time, nobody knows when this virus is going to go away, or what's going to happen with certain companies. Some companies are even using this this situation as a way of laying people off, if they were not going. I'm not going to mention like company names or anything, but there are companies out there that are using the situation as a way to sort of like lay people down. And if you are going through such a hard time, make sure you get the help that you need. Make sure you obviously go online and see what's there. There's, NHS, they've got numbers that you can call. And just make sure you speak to your doctor, because it's not something that you can ignore and let it build up. It's not good. You gotta look after your mental health, and, to make sure that, everything is okay. And as much as we don't know when this is going to end, you know, eventually a solution will come up, whether they'll find a cure or it would disappear on its own. We've had so many other viruses or like many diseases coming, and eventually they go away. But in the meantime, while it's still around, just, you know, look after your mental health and listen to the instructions. You know, don't just say, oh, you know, they told us to stay at home and look, the infections are, you know, are quite up high, because it's people like that that are making things worse. So protect yourself. If you're going to the supermarket, wear your mask and wash your hands. Do everything that you need to do to protect yourself and your loved ones. And also go testing, especially if you're in the UK, you know, it's free. Just book yourself online and, you know, go testing. You know, don't have to wait until you've got a cold, because now basically you can have, you know, you can affect people without knowing that you've got the virus. So just make sure you get tested, and then you will know if you've got it or not. And if you think you've come across somebody that might have the virus, just make sure you do the right thing anyway. I know it's hard, because some people think, oh, then I'm gonna have to isolate for 2 weeks, which means a loss of income. I believe safety is better than being sorry. So you're not just protecting yourself, you are protecting your family, your loved ones, and other people around. And the sooner we all do that, the better. And like I said, if you feel like you're struggling mentally, just get the right help, you know. And if you feel like you've got, you know, something to say, shoot me a DM, you know, let's talk. We're friends. I believe we're friends. Yeah, shoot me a DM or leave me a comment, and we'll talk and cheer each other's up, because times like this, we do not need stress. We need to try and be happy and just make sure we're looking after our mental health. It's starting to get cold now, which means there's a chance that this virus is even going to be worse. So make sure you get up with your hot water, lemon, and, you know, lamb sips and all that as soon as you feel like you're feeling unwell, and keep warm, please. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say or to share with you guys on today's chit chat video. If this video was helpful, please do give us a thumbs up, and if you are not following us, please do hit the subscribe button. And I'm also on Instagram as Nontoli, and also my blog is nontoli.com. Other than that, I'm gonna see you guys on next week's vlog on Wednesday. For now, toodaloos, bye!